Welcome back to the Barn Session, everybody. We have to recap NCAAs. So that is what we are going to do. We've given ourselves a week to really digest what happened up in Cleveland, to really think about the matches and the action and the impact. And that's why, we're so late to recap NCAAs, because we really needed to think about what it all meant. So, and Reese needed an apple. So,
yep, I needed an apple.
Yeah, let's talk about nationals. Let's talk about the action. Where do you even want to start? You just want to go weight by weight? Do you want to talk about the finals first? Where do you want to go, Reese? Where do you want to go?
I don't know, man. It was kind of it was a while ago now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're
Let's just
kind of
go
right.
weight by weight. That'll jog
Yeah,
the memory.
let's go weight by weight. I've got the bracket pulled up here. Penn State champ Luke Lilladol goes 25-0 on the season, undefeated, wins just a very boring finals match against McAnally McGowan, which is not really Luke Lilladol's fault. Yeah. Can I say I was kind of right about this weight? Kind of.
What did you say?
Well, what I really noticed is, because I was kind of paying attention to what people would predict, and what, some people even would go and put their round of 12 finishers out there and all that stuff. Not many people had Jacob Moran in their top 12. And I was right. He placed sixth. He made the semis. He beat Nick Bouzakis. He beat Jory Volk. He fell to McAnally McGowan and then slid right on down to sixth. And you know what? We take those.
Not a lot of people would have predicted that outside of Indiana fans.
Right.
Which is what category you fall into.
Yeah.
Indiana fan.
I'd like to think I'm more than just a fan. I'd like to think I'm the loudest voice that they have. He mutes himself when he eats an apple. He's really smart now about it. For those of you that have viscerally complained about his eating sounds while recording. Yeah, Luke Lilladol, really, I do want to say this because I thought about it the other day. If you watched Luke's matches for pretty much the entire season, it always felt like as soon as he got in on a shot, or as soon as he took an attack or was countering his opponent and was in a scoring position, he just kind of stayed composed until he gets the takedown. He didn't really feel like he overextended or reached or really strained himself to get the score, and just kind of stayed ready until he was waiting for them to dive roll or to overreact from a swing single position, whatever it was. Kind of just stayed in good position and then eventually scored his takedown. Which maybe is boring, but yeah, it never felt like he was really in danger of losing any of his matches, even though he had a 4-2 match against Strickenberger, 2-1 against Dean Peterson, and 2-1 against McAnally McGowan. It just didn't ever really feel like he was going to lose any of those matches. So
hopefully somebody can come in and challenge him at some point. I didn't really expect him to kind of separate himself like this. At least not at this point. I don't know.
Right. It's super interesting to think about the fact that his only loss was his teammate.
Yeah.
And you might ask yourself, man, if Nate Desmond wasn't at Penn State, would he have been in the finals? Maybe not. I don't even know if he would have been at 125 for a different team. I don't know. So that was interesting to think about. And what else about this weight? Troy Spratley, I felt like was the guy who went out there and really tried to take it to Luke Lilladol, and we saw how that panned out. It didn't work. Lilladol had all the answers, and it was not the way to approach a match like that. So you can't try and break things open. You can't.
You can't approach a match like that when you're that you're that you're just outmatched. You're outmanned, outgunned.
Yeah.
Like if it's somebody else, who's on that level, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know if there is anybody. I mean, this is a guy who he's got wins, like multiple wins over Jack's Forrest, and he's beaten Bo Bassett. He's beaten pretty much everybody. Any and everybody has he ever wrestled Marcus Blaze?
I don't know if he's ever wrestled Blaze. Did he beat Bo Bassett? I know he's lost to Bo. I don't know if he's beaten him.
I think he's beaten him before, yeah.
Okay.
I believe they've gone back and forth.
Yeah. Dude, I do wish that we could have seen, like, honestly, Lilladol only wrestled 2 All-Americans, and he beat them, Spratley and McGowan. But, like, it would have been interesting to see him go out there and wrestle a Nico Provo or a Vince Robinson.
Interesting, yeah. Provo,
yeah,
he went ham on the backside.
He went ham on the back. So he lost to McGowan in the second round, 4-2, and then stepped up on the backside and major decision, major decision, major. Like, just kind of hammered his way through that backside.
That'll be interesting. He's a sophomore or a junior?
Provo, I believe, should be just a sophomore because he was a freshman 2 years ago, medically redshirted last year. It says redshirt junior on WrestleStat, but I think that's because they didn't apply the med shirt. Let me confirm. Or did he just flat out redshirt? No, it was a flat redshirt. Okay. 2023 freshman, 24 sophomore. Last year was a redshirt. This year he's a junior. Okay. So he's just got 1 more year. Interesting. I don't remember him in 2023 at all.
Feels like he's been around for a while.
Yeah. Well, I remember him in 2024. He won CKLV and he was ranked number 1. And then I think like the next weekend.
Yeah, I thought he was a freshman that year.
Yeah, I thought that was his freshman year because he wins the CKLV, and then the next week or 2 weeks after that, Stanford wrestles Virginia Tech, and he loses to Cooper Flynn 5-2.
I thought both him and Knox were freshmen, but I guess not.
Tyler Knox?
Yeah, that year, because Knox redshirted the next year, and now he's a sophomore. Right?
Interesting.
Or no, he was in the tournament last year, so he was a junior.
Knox was in AA last year, so.
Or did he
really? I thought Knox was going to end up starting in 2024, but Dom LaJoy ended up being the starter. Then he was an All-American last year at 8th, and then an All-American this year at 6th, which really him taking 6th at 133 is kind of impressive.
Did he? So is he a junior too, or is he a sophomore?
He's a sophomore.
Okay.
Some round of 12 guys, or just some guys on the backside who like. I'm surprised to see where they fell. 2 Big Ten guys, Dean Peterson and Nick Bouzakis, both lose to Tyler Klinsky of Ryder. Good performance for Klinsky. Sucked to see Bouzakis' season end that way. And it sucked to see Dean Peterson never get on the podium, but that's the sport, man. That's the sport.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Bouzakis, I feel bad for. Peterson, I don't know.
Not so much.
Not as much.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Any other 125 thoughts?
Well, Mark Anthony McGowan, was he sophomore this year?
I believe so. There was like questions about whether he would actually start to wrestle in college. Like I think in the middle of the season last year. Let me double check that he is. Yeah, he's a sophomore. He did a gray shirt year, I think, in 2024. Or, yeah, I think so. At the New Jersey RTC. I think he was class of 2023. Like number 1, I think. Qualified last year, took 2nd this year. Princeton can put out some lightweights, so we'll see if he can continue to be an elite guy at 125. His style is not.
He's
great.
big, bro. I don't think he's staying at 25. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, he looks huge
if he goes
to me.
If he goes to 33, it's going to get a lot uglier for him, or it gets
what?
a lot better.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
would love to see. Yeah, imagine that.
Maybe
imagine
he can add to the weight.
Yes, imagine he grows into 133 and then becomes this at least more of an offensive juggernaut, and then you have Divino, maybe Blaze, Seidel, maybe Forrest. I don't know. I could see Blaze and Forrest both bumping up. As a matter of fact, let's get to that weight now. 133. Jax Forrest hops into the middle of the season, destroys the competition. His only close matches of the year are Aaron Seidel, who he later majors in the semis at nationals, and then in the finals against Ben Divino, wins 5-2. The kid's a hammer. I need to say that I'm wrong fully 100% because I said earlier in the season I don't think that this is a good idea and that I don't think it's worth it. Oklahoma State finished second as a team. Jax Forrest won a national title, and people are talking about him being a Hodge contender, which maybe, probably not. Yeah, that he's the real deal.
He is. He's the real deal. I mean, now I was wrong too. I thought Blaze would figure out a way to beat Divino, and then I really, I felt like Blaze would maybe be the one guy who could. I mean, he has been before the one guy to beat Jax.
Yeah,
but Marcus, he couldn't beat Divino. Hell, lost 5-0 to a dude who I'm pretty sure the last time they wrestled, he teched him in freestyle. So.
Oh yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah, but I think that advantage. I mean, we saw it happen. Seidel got on top. Yeah, but also Seidel got on top, and that's the difference between folk style and freestyle, right?
He took him down.
Yes. So maybe some sad boy hours. I don't know. You know what? I think? I think Marcus Blaze is not long for 33.
He didn't. I don't know. I think whatever it is, whether he's too big or, he just. I don't know. Whatever it is, he needs to figure something out because I don't know, man. He just. Yeah. I wasn't expecting him to get that Seidel match. Maybe it is just third place. He didn't really care as much, but to get kind of outplayed like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, Seidel looked really good.
Seidel did look really good. Seidel is really, really, really good, and the Hokies gotta be happy.
Right,
Hokie.
Right.
But yeah, Blaze, I don't know. Yeah, maybe figure some things out with your offense specifically.
Maybe. But yeah, I have some thoughts about that. I do think if Blaze, putting Blaze, keeping him at 133 pounds next year for Penn State is the wrong choice. I think if they are considering Blaze Ono 33-41, that they should do Ono 33 Blaze 41 just to see if it changes something for Marcus Blaze, because I don't, unless they have a different answer, a different solution for changing Blaze's performance. He's got the frame to be a 41 pounder. Now, how does he do against Stanich and Vega? I don't know. know.
I think he's beaten Vega before. He beat Vega a little over a year ago. In folk style.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think he'd be fine. I don't think it would be a different challenge. I think it'd be a similar challenge. And I think, honestly, at this point, I think Divino is better. I think Divino's. I don't know. Vega's not going to be a 41. First off, I don't think from what I'm gathering, it sounds like he's going up. He can't make 41 anymore.
So do you think we're going to see a double bump?
Jax and Vega? Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I heard that Forrest is going to be wrestling 61 kilograms this summer, which might just mean that he could sticking around at 133.
I didn't hear. I mean, yeah. But
maybe.
Yeah, Vega, the word is he's big. He's big boy.
No.
So
what does that do? What happens to Casey?
He's SOL. He's
out.
Figure something out, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Robert doesn't really look big enough to go 65.
No, and then you got Ladarian Lockett.
Yeah.
Now, I am hearing that there's a chance that Lockett redshirts and they try and bring in somebody from the portal for 1 year at 165.
Really?
Like if we see one thing, like a potential thing I could see is like, now I don't know, like I don't know if this was a discussion that people had. This was just like an idea that was thrown out there, in terms of Ladarian redshirting and in terms of a guy that could maybe be in the portal, which is Joey Blaze. If he's unhappy with the way things are looking at Purdue, going from being a finalist to taking sixth, kind of his own choice. Maybe he's unhappy. I don't know. He could be totally happy at Purdue and say that this is my home and I'm staying. So I don't know. But
you think he probably
we'll
graduated,
find that
right?
out. No, he's a true junior. Yeah. The Blaze brothers do not believe in red shirts. We will find out. We will start to hear portal news very shortly. April 1st is the first day, and it is probably one of the dumbest choices of days. Like, why not make it the 2nd or the 31st or the 31st of March? Like, April 1st is really the first day that they're going to start and letting people announce that they're entering the transfer portal. Really? How are we supposed to believe what's true and what's not, Reese?
Well, you're just gonna have to take a leap of faith, as they say. Find God.
Take a leap of faith. I wish I had access to the portal. But anyway, a surprise, some surprises on the backside, because this weight finished out. Forrest Divino, which I have high expectations for Divino moving forward. Seidel, Blaze, Drake Ayala, Tyler Knox, 5th and 6th, and then Van D taking 7th over Lucas Bird, who finished in 8th, went from 1st to 8th. Some guys who didn't place, or at least one, Larkin not placing, that kind of surprised me. Jacob Van D, okay, Van D loses round 1 to Julian Farber from Northern Iowa, loses to him 5-4. The 13 seed loses to the 20 seed, which I actually think I had marked down because I thought Van D had a concussion. I didn't really think he was going to like really wrestle. Wins by the skin of his teeth, 10-7 over Willishell, and then just 4-2 over Walker, 12-1 over Grice, 2-1 over Markel Baker to place, and then he beats Lucas Bird for 7th place. A stellar performance from the Cornhusker. They're continuing to get some solid performances out of him in the postseason. Yeah, and that's kind of it. Honestly, like Farber losing in the blood round, I'm not shocked by. Markel Baker, I thought Baker would have beaten Van D in the blood round when I saw that matchup. Just because Baker, no, you're shaking your head. Yeah, you're muted still. That's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Well,
I don't know.
I said Van D, classic Van D, vintage Van D, backside, warrior. But no, Markel, I don't know. What makes you think Markel Baker is better than Van D?
I guess it was a sudden victory win over Serrano. I don't know. Maybe that was a really dumb choice in thought. So, yeah, this will be an interesting weight to keep an eye on moving into the future, especially just to see who's going to be in it next year. I expect Divino to stick around and dude, talk about I don't even know how, like, you're Ben Divino. You've been working your ass off all year long to win this title. You hear about this guy that comes in the middle of the season, and you say it doesn't matter. The goal remains the same. You make it to the finals. You've battled and you've beaten all the tests that have come in front of you, even avenging a loss twice. And first match of finals, you watch your team captain and probably your training partner lose to this true freshman Sergio Vega, who didn't give up any takedowns all year. And now you've got to wrestle that guy's teammate, and you lose a 1 takedown match. I saw a picture of Divino afterwards in the hallway. face in his hands, and just I can't imagine that he's the type of guy to do anything but just kind of take it up another notch in terms of training and elevating his game to be even more.
Yeah, it seems like him and Mendez have a good thing going. Hopefully, Mendez sticks around.
Hopefully, I'm excited.
I didn't even.
I'm excited for the.
Did you see this match with Seidel and Ayala? Did you watch that match?
Yeah, it was bad.
You just smoked
if I remember correctly. Yeah, 11-0. But it was like I think he like took him down and rode him and turned him. I think.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, reversed him, got some near fall. Ayala took neutral. Seidel took him down, turned him, and rode him out. So, jeez.
Dang.
What a beating.
He looks big too. Seidel looks big.
Yeah. Yeah,
big
I don't know.
Boy.
We'll see.
I saw a video of him walking next to Freyer, and I was like, oh my God.
Freyer's short.
He is short. But
he's short.
He was like a 41 or a 49, I think.
I think so. He's definitely muscled, wide, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. 141. The weight of surprises, or at least a weight with surprises. Namely, in the finals, Sergio Vega completes a full season of just not giving up any takedowns as a true freshman, beating the one of the Hodge favorites prior to the final session of NCAAs, Jesse Mendez, 2-time national champ. And what can you even say, man? What can you even say?
I was shocked.
Except how does he do it? Yeah.
I don't know. The flow guys were like, oh, not surprised. Figured it was going to happen coming in to the tournament or whatever. I was like, I didn't see it coming. I don't know.
No,
I was shocked. I figured Vega or Mendez would just find a way to double off or, do something, man. Figure something out.
Yeah.
He's been there so many times.
I was nervous. And seeing how Stanich was able to kind of limit Mendez, I was like, okay, that makes me a little nervous too, but it's a totally different body style. So maybe, you put that into play and it's a different situation, but I don't know. And it feels like if you have Mendez wrestle him a couple more times that he starts to get some wins over him and he starts to get something figured out. It just feels like Vega is a little bit of a puzzle that if you give somebody some shots on them, they're going to figure it out. Like I do feel as if a Bo Bassett would be a guy who solves Sergio Vega.
You know what?
In a match or two.
I don't think Blaze wrestled Vega last year. I made that up. He was supposed to in the Ironman, and then he lost to Mendoza. Vega did. So
Vega did.
I like to retract that. Yeah. And then Mendoza lost to Blaze.
Interesting. And now they're all at different weights.
Yep. For now.
It's crazy.
For now.
Maybe moving forward. Mendoza really looks like he could be a serious 57-pounder.
Yeah, is he not going to go 49 next year?
I don't know. Like he could be 49 and Vega could be 49, but Vega could be 49 and Mendoza might be 57. I don't know.
I'd hope he goes 49. I don't know, unless he gets a lot bigger. I mean, he'll probably get bigger.
It looked like he had the frame to do it.
Yeah,
got them.
But he did not have the muscles.
Right, that comes with time and weights. Luke Stanich kind of showed out, took third place, looked good doing it. Brock Hardy finishes a solid career in fourth. Some guys that surprised me in terms of not placing, three namely, and that is Vance Von Bar, Nasir Bailey, and Vince Cornella. Vince Cornella loses to Carter Noggle of Air Force. Who's that? Who was that?
No, dude.
I never heard of him.
Took
And he ends up
place,
taking
though.
5th.
Yeah.
Took 5th place. Wyatt Henson, a guy who over the previous 2 seasons comes into NCAAs ranked or seated pretty high because he doesn't really have much of a season because Lock Haven's schedule isn't anything notable. Comes in at, I think, like the 13th seed, but then just buckles up and gets the job done against Nasir Bailey. Yeah, I don't know, man. And CJ Composto, a guy that Vince Cornell beat 4 times this year, I think. Southern Scuffle, Penn Duel, Ivy Leagues, NCAAs, and then Composto places, Cornell doesn't.
I mean, what can you say about Composto other than he is Mr. March?
He's Mr. March, I guess, and Cornella is not. And there's a whole overarching, like, what happened to the Cornell wrestling team that weekend. But that could be a story for another day or a conversation for another day. Echemendia slides into 6th after majoring Composto, and that's kind of the story of this weight.
Stanish looked really good. I thought
he
looked like a clear 3, like 3rd best guy. And who knows? I would like to see a match between him and Vega. I don't think I think he's not going to attack. He's probably not going to attack.
Mm-mm.
So I have really no idea what would happen. I imagine Vega would maybe squeak it out in ride outs or something like that.
I mean, we're probably just not going to see it.
Probably not now, unless Stanich goes up a weight, and unless they both go up weights or they both stay at 41 or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, Stanich is big, dude. He was a big dude. This is a 25-pounder 2 years ago.
I know. Yeah, I mean, he's cut.
What?
Look, he's cut. Like, he's very, very lean.
So
he could
compared to
he could be
Mendez.
Yeah, he could be a more filled out, or I guess a less lean 49-pounder. But I think, honestly, especially if Vega's gone, I guess Bo Bassett comes in. Maybe, probably. That's the expectation, I think.
33s are coming up, I would imagine.
One of those 33s bump up, probably.
Yeah. They don't all
even with all that.
They don't all want to stay at the same weight. That would suck for them, I feel like. Right.
Mendez is out. Brock Hardy is out. I think Stanich would have Echemendia's number. Dude, I mean,
how old is
this
Carter
starts to
Noble?
become a weight where, huh?
How old is Carter Noble?
I think he's a sophomore or a junior. Let's take a look here. Carter is a sophomore.
Interesting.
Yep, he took 3rd at Big 12s.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's not a one-off.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, he had some losses. He had a loss to David Sains, Tyler Wells, AJ Rallo, Jack Concilio, Lorenzo Frezza. He got majored by Lorenzo Frezza. Dominic DiTullio. But hey,
Dominic
you put it all together in March. Yeah, Dominic DeCoco. You put it together in March, and that's all that matters, man. That's all that people will remember. So hats off to Carter and the Air Force. All right, 149. Dude, this reminds me. What did I go on finals picks? Did I go? I think I went 4 out of 10.
That's because you didn't pick with your brain.
I kind of did. Kind of.
Not really.
My brain told me Mendez.
Your brain
My
said
brain told me Shane Van
Penn
Ness.
State champions. That's what your brain said.
Right. But I felt like the 3 Penn State champs that I picked made the most sense. I guess, no. You know what I totally forgot about? McGowan and Lilladol wrestled earlier this year, and McGowan got stalled out of the match. Should have known. Should have known about that.
That boy is a stall monster.
Yeah. But like, I didn't expect Valencia to beat Van Ness. Now, Anshel Taylor, Landon Robideau, I don't know. You wrestle that match again, you can get a different result easily.
Dude, I mean, yeah, the back points. I think you wrestle that 10 more times, and you don't see back points after that initial match. You never see back points again.
Probably not. Which is crazy because they wrestled earlier this year. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, 149. Aiden Valencia runs the gauntlet down as a 10 seed. Really didn't have an easy match after the first match. He had Max Peterson round 1. That's a tough 23 seed match, but he gets the job done 18-6. And then has Ethan Styles, beats him 7-5, has to complete a comeback against Jackson Joy, the 2 seed, beats him 12-9, beats Lachlan McNeil 9-5, and then has a sudden victory match against Shane Van Ness and beats him 8-5. Dude. And I mean, this is a guy that we saw at the start of the year. We thought he was going to be a 41-pounder. He says, I'm bumping up to 49. He takes a loss to Utah Valley's David Evans like week 1, and it's like, he'll be another guy. And then especially with how 149 panned out, it's like, yeah, this weight's total chaos. Like you wrestle this bracket 10 times, you're going to get, however many different results, with Shane Van Ness being the champ of basically all of those brackets. And instead, Aiden Valencia just goes out there and wins it. So
he lost to Evans again. No. Utah Valley is Big 12. Did he win? He's in the ACCs. That's right. He lost to Guy or Biskins.
Yeah, he took third. Yeah. Guy and Biskins took first and second.
That's right.
I don't.
That's so confusing.
Why? Because of the locations?
Yeah, Stanford. I mean, I don't know. I just, it wasn't that long ago where it wasn't this way. Utah Valley in the Big 12, Stanford in the ACC. It's just very confusing.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy to think about. Van Ness and Valencia wrestled in the duel at the Journeyman Collegiate Duels, and Van Ness beat him 10-4, I think.
Yeah, so, that is crazy.
I don't know. Just the kid went out there.
One takedown. Or I guess you reverse. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Similar result.
But I really thought he was going to shoot himself out of that match. The way he was getting in on Van Ness's legs. Yeah, I thought he was going to exhaust himself.
You know why he didn't exhaust himself?
Because he didn't have to make weight?
No. The stoppages.
Oh, the blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, even still, I just kind of thought
there were a lot of stoppages, bro.
There were.
A guy like Aiden Valencia,
you're not wrong.
He'll replenish. He's young.
His lungs work.
Really?
Yeah, you're right.
I think he would. I think if there hadn't been the stoppages, I think probably a different outcome. My guess. Yeah. Not taking anything away from him.
Yeah, I think that's
I kind of
totally valid.
Yeah.
I think that's totally valid indeed. I really did think the guy to beat Van Ness to stop his run was going to be Casey Swiderski, and we saw that. That probably had the exchange of the tournament in that sudden victory period.
I watched that. I've seen that. I've watched that exchange probably 30 times, and I showed it to like a bunch of people. I don't know. It was awesome. So cool, dude.
It was super cool.
After 8.5 minutes of wrestling.
Right. Like they basically said, "Hey, screw rideouts. We're figuring this out right now. I don't want to leave it up to the judges." And they duked it out, dude.
Like people arguing online about, Casey, why did he shoot in so many times and give Van Ness those opportunities? And why did he turn and run at the end and give up that takedown? It's like, bro, he's exhausted. And yeah, he's emptying. He did what fans and just he did exactly what every wrestler dreams of doing in that situation, but only like a finite amount of them can actually pull the trigger and just go.
Dude, yeah, I mean,
just take the title for Banff. That was a Banff title fight right there. That was
for sure.
it was epic.
Like you've been in the room before where coaches are like, all right, we're doing live situations, and like you got to empty the tank. Like that's basically what that was like. You got to go out there and you have 30 seconds. Somebody's got to score, and that's exactly what we saw.
Yeah,
and I loved it.
We kind of saw it again.
That was awesome
between Valencia and Van Ness. It kind of happened again, and and it's like, man, that's just like Shane Van Ness. He's kind of like that dude is he's pretty underrated as far as like entertainment value. He's kind of must see every time he steps on the mat. So
yeah,
I'm gonna miss him after next year.
We got one more year.
Yeah,
we got one more year. It's gonna get weight's gonna get tougher for him, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Backside. Some guys we saw fall. Carter Young loses in the blood round to Ryder Block. Jackson Joy loses to Colin Guy. Jacob Frost loses to Cross Wazalewski. And some dudes the Big Ten showed out at this weight between Ryder Block, Chance Lamer, Lachlan McNeil, and Shane Van Ness. I mean, having 4 on the podium. Block needed or was it Block or Lamer? One of them needed a bid to get into the tournament. They both wrestled each other for 9th place at Big Tens. And they're both on the podium. Lamer taking 4th, Block taking 6th.
Yeah, Lamer.
Oh my goodness,
he went insano, Captain Insano.
Dude, I don't want to hear it from any Nebraska fans ever again about Chance Lamer or any disrespect. That guy put on for that team.
That's right.
So his name will be echoed in the annals of Nebraska wrestling history as a 1-year wrestler taking 4th place.
That's commendable.
At one of the most chaotic weights.
That's big time, like commendable. When you come in a senior, you're in your like 6th, 7th year. I don't know. You're deep in your
your third
career.
school.
You're your third school, and you come in and that was the first time he podiumed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did it all at Nebraska. He did it for Nebraska, and that's awesome. It's awesome when you see it transfer their last year of eligibility go out like that, and he probably had I'd assume he had a good time in Nebraska and probably appreciated. I mean, there's nothing like going out there. I'm sure going out there and competing for a Big Ten school and getting to compete in front of those crowds, especially in Nebraska. They love their sports.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Love to see that.
It was great. It was a feel good story. Same with Ryder Block. Even with a 6th place finish, I'm sure plenty of people have seen the interview of him afterwards where he told Terry to say, remember where you were at last year, because he promised himself after sitting on the couch watching NCAAs last year that he would rather be anywhere else but there, but he especially wanted to be on the podium. And you could tell that's the reason that we saw this guy go up weight class and perform this year.
He's a sophomore, right?
Or is
he a junior?
Shoot, dude. He might be a freshman.
Oh, really? How did?
Well, I don't know if last year.
He's kind of like
last year. He wrestled 6 matches.
Was he not a freshman 2 years back? Was he not?
So he redshirted in 2024.
Oh, that was his freshman year.
2025, he went 2 and 4. He wrestled 2nd semester, so I'm not sure. That might just be a burned year. I don't know. And then this year's a sophomore, so he might have a medical to use for last year, but
okay.
Either way, There's 2 more years at least of rider block.
That's a dude who was I'd say he's a blue chip, and people kind of lost faith in him, and now he had a sneaky year, and then he came out and what did he take? 6th? Yeah.
Sixth place.
I think he's going to be, he's kind of established himself as he'll be in that conversation. Who knows? Maybe he'll get even better. And he was right there to beat Shane Van Ness at Big Tens. So,
dude, oh my goodness,
yeah,
he was indeed. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for him. And yeah, that's 149. All right,
157.
Blow it out, dude. Blow it out. Maybe mute yourself. 157. Landon Robidoux gets the job done, wins 4-2 in the finals over Antrell Taylor, avenges a loss from earlier this season where they wrestled each other in the Oklahoma State-Nebraska duel, where Antrell Taylor won it in rideouts. Responded to Antrell's celebration from back in December with a celebration of his own, which was exactly the same. Pointed at the center of the mat, said, "Get over here." Antrell threw his ankle bands at him, said, "You can have him." And Landon said, "I'll take him with my title."
There's an interesting discussion, argument, debate, whatever, on Flow. Like, did you listen to the post-tournament Flow radio live?
No, I haven't. No.
They argued about this specific thing, the ankle bands thing, because CP was like, "Oh, yeah, that's like, you shouldn't be doing that. Not cool. Team point. Like, you shouldn't be doing that, period." And like Spade, Raider, Bray, all of those dudes were like, who cares? What? They're not going to do anything to you. And like,
yes,
I'm on that. I don't care. I didn't care. I kind of liked it.
Right.
Didn't bother me.
With the way the rules are, if they're going to hit you for a team point for the headgear thing, same situation with the ankle bands. So I understand from a rules perspective.
That's probably unprecedented, using your ankle bands as a weapon like that.
And it's also extremely ineffective. It doesn't really do much to your opponent.
And it's like, bro, like they just wrestled. They just got done beating the shit out of each other. Like, it's ankle bands.
Right. Dude, totally. Yeah.
And the headgear shouldn't even be a point, period.
Exactly. I would love, dude, there's a reality where the rules committee really just kind of totally reshapes the rules this year. I don't know. Do they do it every year or is it every 2 years?
I think it's 2 years.
I think it's every 2 years. So I think we have what we have right now. And then we'll talk about it next offseason. So maybe we need to write down, dude, but really it's just like reward aggression, reward risk takers, and score points, or encourage scoring points, and then also just let guys express themselves a little bit.
Yeah,
like if we're gonna let Jet Strickenberger unload a clip on Troy Spradley, we can let somebody drop their headgear off by their coaches. That
was a point I feel like Piles made. He was like, they were like, "Oh, is that okay?" And he was like, "Absolutely not okay. You shouldn't be doing that. Unloading the clip." I also thought the clip
just let him do it.
I thought what'd you say?
Let them do it. Like, I get that. I wouldn't do it myself, and I wouldn't want my athletes to do it.
I find it in poor taste. I think it's a little like, I don't know, trashy.
I totally agree. I totally agree that that's like not a great look. But if that's what a guy wants to do, it's not hurting anybody. Just whatever. Let them.
Yeah.
Let them drain the clip, I guess. But
I don't know. Is that something you do in your spare time?
In West Virginia, what else do you got going on?
No, like, I'm not trying to throw any shade towards Jet Strickenberger.
No shade, Jet, please. No shade. We don't want to fade. Yeah. Anyway, Landon gets the job done. He beats PJ Duke. Kind of beats him. I don't know. I personally say, because I myself have been in PJ's position a fair amount of times, that's a takedown, and that if it isn't, that referees, if they're going to be cautious to call takedowns in the first place, then continue to do so in overtime and let the position really play out before you fully call the three, so that, because I mean, dude, he was at least in danger of getting scored on, very, like, so close. So if there was any, go ahead.
What matches are you talking about?
PJ Duke, Landon.
No. What matches are you talking about that you've been in? Any specific?
Where I've had a guy locked up in a cradle and Will Coakley is screaming from the corner. That's two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you any like specific ones that come to mind, or no?
There was one at Allen, Texas, my senior year, against Braden Redlin.
Oh yeah, they didn't call it.
There's that one.
Whoa, your senior year?
No. Yeah. What are you thinking of? You have something in mind.
No, the only match I'm thinking of is now I know, but the only match that I think of, you didn't put him in a cradle, but you splayed him, was Hunter Shelton, and it took them a while to call the takedown there. I felt like, from what I remember, and then they called it pin.
They didn't call the pin.
They didn't call it pin?
No. Dude, well, yeah.
Obviously,
I don't
want
to talk about it.
That.
Yeah. But dude,
maybe that's what it was. They didn't call it pin. Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't, yeah. Dude, that, like, you got to feel for PJ Duke there, because
I told Cooper, our nephew, I told him this yesterday after our little workout. Which, by the way, he's like, his teammate is like, his teammates like, oh, Michael, he was telling me this about this dude named Michael who had taught him all this stuff. And I thought he was talking about a coach. So I was like, I'm not gonna step on his coach's toes, and be like, that's wrong.
Sure.
Then I found out it's his teammate who, was like a 15, 16-year-old. And I'm like, oh shit, well, don't listen to that kid. Listen to me. Anyway, yes. I told him yesterday, I don't feel any type of bad for. I just don't. I don't feel bad for any of these dudes who may or may have not gotten shafted by bad officiating, and PJ Duke, I think, feels the same way. He said in his post presser or whatever that it's on him, and that is one. You got to beat your opponent and the officials every time.
And you're totally correct. However, and like, I understand that. I just, like, if there is a match that I can, like, point to and say that the wrong choice was made, or the wrong call was made, or like, this is a problem with our rule set, it's the semifinals match, Duke and Landon Robidoux. Like, that needs to be handled differently. Yeah.
You're talking about the early.
You're muted.
The early takedown.
Yeah. So if you call the takedown prematurely, but afterwards it's because you call it and you stop action because it's sudden victory, but he's got a cradle locked up, or at least maybe his hands aren't locked, but he's in position. He's got an angle on his opponent when he's on his hands and knees. So that's a scoring exchange. And maybe Landon does find a way out of it, and he ends up winning the match. Awesome.
But probably not.
Cool. Probably not.
He probably getting rolled and cradled. He's getting rolled right to his back, like David Taylor. And David Taylor has PTSD, flashbacks right there on the mat in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I can't be here. I can't be here. He runs out the arena.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's because, like, people talk about Landon winning a national title as freshman year, and I'm like, but that semifinal match, like, they'll say that, and my response will be, I disagree with the call, but PJ Duke is absolutely right when he says that you got to beat the wrestler and you got to beat the ref.
I guarantee,
and, like, I heard him say that
20, 30, 40 years down the line, people aren't going to remember it.
No,
maybe they will. People would seem to remember the Nolf Hidley semi.
That one sticks. I'm shocked. That one does stick.
That one sticks for whatever. I didn't even have a problem. Obviously,
dude,
I was like, North won the match. It wasn't a takedown.
Yeah.
I don't even really remember what the exchange was.
It stuck with me because of how heartbroken Hayden was afterwards.
That's what I think. That's the main thing is everybody's stuck on is the fact that they just wanted to see Hidley get it done after making the finals as a freshman.
Talk about a set of brothers who were right there to win national titles, and neither of them. I know.
And those are just like two just winners, man. Just win. And then they didn't win, which was just kind of just shocking. Freaking many Lions.
Awesome guys. But anyway, do you think Duke hurt himself in the quarters, Wrestling Cannon?
I don't know. Then he kind of did he got to get third, right?
Yeah, but he got to the corner after this quarterfinals match and had his hands on his knees and kind of rocked back and forth and kind of made a face, said something to his coaches, and then kept walking off. No limping, no
it could have just been like a little tweak or whatever.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
These things happen with the knees.
I thought maybe it affected his match against Landon, but maybe Landon's maybe he's just that guy. So, Meyer Shapiro was in this bracket. He lost to Ty Waters 6-5. I think you called that one, didn't you? Or at least said it was going to be a match.
I had Ty Waters on my fantasy team, and I think I picked him to win the match in my brackets. And then I kind of think I might have even had Waters to beat Ontrell, and then it was Waters and Larkin in the finals because I wanted to see that. I want to see that. I didn't get to see it at Big 12, so I wanted to see it. That would have been awesome. Yeah. I think that would have been a way more exciting match than what we got.
Probably, dude. Kanan Webster in the quarters, wrestling Ontrell Taylor gets the match tied up 2-2 effectively with riding time, but also gives up the takedown with 5 seconds left to Ontrell Taylor.
Bro, this tournament definitely made me I realized I was man, and Ontrell is when it's time, he's pretty unstoppable.
He wins.
He's tough. He's just got that explosive, you can't hold him, and you can't that's what makes his folk style game so good is because you can't hold him down, man. So hard to hold. I cannot believe I didn't have the angle to see if Robidoux had back points or not. I still haven't seen really any kind of video of the exchange, but I can't believe he got any back points. Based on the way Ontrell was he got out of that. And then somehow Robidoux put him back onto his back.
Back on his back.
I don't know how he did that. But dude, yeah. Ontrell, I'm kind of feeling I feel like he'll probably be right back in the finals next year.
Right back in there. Yeah. 100%. Or at least will be a title contender. Yeah.
I just don't see how guys like Webster or Larkin Webster or Waters, maybe Larkin too. I don't see how those guys beat Ontrell. I don't know.
Webster could do it. I think Webster's going to continue to improve and impress, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's take a look at this backside here. Cam Catrabone beats Larkin in the blood round 7-3. Impressive for the Michigan, the Wolverine. Shapiro beats Daniel Cardenas 4-1. Continues to widen the gap in that series. Yeah, 4-1, but full of action. Webster beats Kai Owen. Brandon Cannon beats Jude Swisher. And then from there, Cannon Webster almost majors Meyer Shapiro. Shapiro medically forfeits out to 8th place. Catrabone takes 7th.
We didn't say for that match, did we?
I don't feel like I watched that. Because it must have been bad.
After we left, or I don't know.
No, that's a dog bone match, isn't it?
Yeah. We left. I don't know. Maybe were they close to being done by the time the semis were over?
They were at the same time. Yeah,
they got done at the same time.
I think we just didn't watch it. Yeah, I'm kind of. The Shapiro train's kind of sad right now. It's not. Yeah. there's not a big party going on the Shapiro train.
Yeah, how's
so I think I might get off at the next stop.
How's that global dude? How's he doing?
Oh, he'll ride with Shapiro till the end of his days, and that's great. I respect that. It's just I feel like the color around Myers Wrestling has just continued to gray over the last couple of years, which is I didn't mean to put the wording that way, but yeah.
LOL. Yeah. What happened to Waters? Do you know?
Waters lost to Brandon Cannon 9-6, and he's like,
You don't think he was hurt?
I guess.
You don't think he was hurt?
I don't know. I have no idea. Good question. And Duke,
big Ty Waters fan, if you can't tell.
Yes, Reese loves Ty, which is great. That's a great guy to be a fan of.
What'd you say?
Larkin. Duke, for the second time in this bracket, just techs Brandon Cannon. Beats the brakes off of him.
That'll never be a match.
Dude, no, I think Cannon's going to be up at 65 next year.
Oh, well, Duke probably will. Oh, well, I mean, I guess he's redshirting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
And Cannon, probably. I would assume so.
And then I hear that K-Sac is too big for 57 now.
BS, dude. He's wrestling 70 kilos.
Yeah. I'm guessing it'll be a 57.
70 kilos is 154. Who told you he's too big for 157? Who said that?
What do you think? I really only get my information from one source, and that's just Flow Radio.
Mike?
No.
Oh.
Flow Radio.
Flow, shut up. He's wrestling 70 kilos. How's he too big for 157? I don't understand that at all.
Piles was like, I interviewed him, and he looked humongous. That's what Piles said.
I don't want to.
Which means little.
I have little faith in Piles' understanding of weights. Little faith.
Yeah, and then you never know with people. Ryan Deacon was a 57-pounder, so
yeah, the eye test when it comes to weights and like body composition, it's hard. It is not easy. I'm not saying that like Piles is terrible at it. I'm just
some people have less dense bones than others.
Right, but dude, Barry Davis has a skill where he can just pick you up and knows like within 5 pounds what you weigh. Which is maybe cool. Less impressive, but like
be a carny.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 157. Pretty fun weight. Pretty unbelievable outcome, really. But
what? 57? The Robidoux? Yeah, that was but you know what?
Just
one less Nittany Lion.
No, I mean, like I needed that for the narrative, so.
Yeah.
165. We can kind of cook through this one. Mitchell Mesenbrink beats the brakes off of Michael Caliendo. Only guy he didn't bonus this year was Bryce Hepner, who has another year, by the way. What the heck?
Bryce Hepner has another year. That's pretty crazy.
Bryce Hepner has another year, and I really think the only reason Mitchell didn't bonus him is because the stretcher was brought out to carry Bryce Hepner off of the out of the arena, and he got up and said, "Let me finish this match," with like a whole 2 periods left.
Yeah,
and finish the match.
Those situations, I'm like, I never know what to think. The cynic in me is like, was he playing it up?
It was weird.
He's just like, maybe he just found a way. Who knows?
I don't know.
No. Bryce Hepner is the only one who knows.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
He also never didn't give up a takedown the whole tournament.
Bryce Hepner didn't give up a takedown the whole tournament.
Why? Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it sounds like he's like, so I got all this information from his interview, and it sounds like he's very much open to shopping around.
Ooh.
If I were him, I would stick at UNC because, dude, this is the first guy to get you on the podium.
Yeah, and Rob Cole,
he's doing something.
Rob Cole gets it done. He's got something figured out. So whether it's
I mean,
his recruitment eye or how he employs his assistants to develop his athletes, whatever it is, he knows something. So
they just need a blue chip, that one blue chip guy, like middleweight, and it could really spark something. Man, I can't believe they tied Northern Iowa. This has got to be a pretty historically bad tournament for them. No, at least recent times.
Maybe. I guess without having Keck.
No Keck, yeah. After 4 years of Keck, that's
5 years of Keck.
5 years of Keck. Drew Foster before that. Yeah.
Lots of other talent sprinkled in
there.
Taylor,
Lujan.
Yeah. They'll have Volker back next year, so
Volker will be back. They need some guys.
Maybe one of the bigger surprise non-All-Americans is Ladarian Lockett, who loses on the front side to Caesar Alvin, gets pinned in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, that was another sequence I watched a lot. Was that
very
exchange.
Bummer. That kickover and
big time bummer. But you know what? And then what can you say other than
runs into senior season one last run Andrew Sparks on the backside, and who just goes boom 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 and
did you see that match?
No, but he beat him 10-3.
That's bonkers.
I don't think we were in the arena for that one.
What?
That would be like
that would have been
session 3. Yeah.
I mean, the way he beat Araujo on the backside, that was pretty insane. He was just he was just in a tough spot there.
Yeah, the Araujo's a tough. That's a tough like round 2 backside matchup.
You know.
Yeah. Dude, I forgot he lost to Parco. My goodness.
Freaking Parco, man. And that's a guy who should have AA'd, blew it.
Against Gallagher.
Yeah, but good for Gallagher, I think.
Patty. Yeah, Ohio State kind of got 2 All-Americans this way between Patty and Hepner.
Yeah.
And they're both St. Ed's.
That's pretty cool.
So, shout out St. Ed's. Yeah. That's this way. Blaze kind of slid. He lost to Ruiz 2-1, which was interesting, and then didn't wrestle for 5th. Sparks takes 5th. Hepner takes 7th over Gallagher, and Alvin takes 3rd over Ruiz. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody shakes hands with Mitchell Mesenbrink except for Michael Caliendo because he shook hands with him 18 times prior to that at the start and finish of their 9 matches. So if you have a problem with it, kick rocks.
Yeah.
174. Levi Haynes. 2-1 over Chris Minto. Stall call, right?
Yeah.
Penn State won 2 national titles on stall points.
They were deserved.
Interesting. Curious, really.
I don't even care. I mean, I don't care to see him win, but they were deserved.
Probably deserved. Minto. I know it's hard to stay in the center of the mat and wrestle in that hand fight with Levi Haynes, but if you got it's what you got to do. What you got to do to win a national title, right? It felt like he did not have as much fight as he could have. I don't know if maybe his elbow was bothering him, or it's just like that's Levi Haynes and that's what you wrestle. I don't know.
So, he looks so freaking big, dude. Minto.
He's huge. When did he ever wrestle 157, dude?
I don't know.
But then I look at his dad.
What? His dad? Yeah.
I look at his dad. He's got a big old dad.
You think he'll go up another weight? I think he will. I think he'll go up another weight class.
Oh, we're talking about Minto.
Who are you talking about?
Haynes looks big too.
Oh, Haynes is big, yeah, but not as big as Minto.
No, Minto could definitely go up a weight class. It could be
a big man get too.
Well, yeah, I mean, his brother's big too.
Yeah.
Christian Minto. Shoot.
Christian and Christopher.
Yeah, that's but just about as bad as Edward and Edmund.
Yeah.
Crap. Levi Haynes pin tech 2-1. Simon Ruiz. That sucks. 2 seeds did not place, and they were both Cornell wrestlers. Whoops. He loses in the blood round to Carson Hartzler. That is a brutal blood round matchup.
Ruiz,
when your other options are
he went pretty tough. He went hard.
Took fourth
there in the backside.
Kennedy took third. Yeah.
How many times is he AA? Is this his second time?
Karchler, I think this is his second. And both times he's beaten a Cornellian in the blood round, that SOB.
Dang.
Yeah. Steed takes fifth, Wask at sixth, Mantanona at seventh, and Gaitan at eighth. MJ. Way to get it done. Reese, that one's for you.
Cashed. And I'm sitting pretty right now. I got a lot of money. Big old farm.
Dude, Oklahoma, I think, had 3 guys in the blood round. No AAs.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Soldano, Mora,
Schubert,
and who?
Soldano and Mora.
Oh, Schubert.
Lost 2-1 to Wask.
Freaking Soldano.
Soldano, yeah.
He was so close. He had it. He had that.
I know.
Match. And then that dude ended up taking what? Fourth?
Or
fifth?
Yeah.
Fourth?
Campos.
Did fourth?
Yeah.
No. Did he really?
Yeah, he took 4th place.
Wow. That could have been Soldano. Soldano was that would have been cool for him. Is he done?
Dude. Yeah, that's it. He might be trying to get a medical, maybe.
That
so
match,
he might be
dude,
back.
You and I were watching that match between him and Campos. Intense.
Mm-hmm.
That was intense. But 2 challenges, I think, reversed, or 2 calls reversed, maybe just 1. But
I don't know.
Soldano,
it was a mess.
Like going to Kirsch. Is that right? Kirsch? Kish, yeah. Going over to Kish.
Roger.
Just pointing to his elbow, man, and Kish just boom, slap, gives him a bit of that
pops him in the head.
Man, pops him right in the head, and then boom, right in the chest, and is get your head out of your ass. And I don't know. I liked it. I was like,
yeah. That's what you need. That's what you need. I liked it.
The only reason I was even invested in that match, obviously, Sammy, is because he was on my fantasy team. And on that, if anybody out there was listening, or any of our listeners, if you were on the Wrestling Room tourney fantasy pool, and you won money, good for you. Congratulations.
Yeah. I hope you spend it well.
Yeah.
Alex Facundo, DNP, loses to Colin Kelly in the tiebreaker 3. I think it should just be 1 or 2. Did they go to a second set of write-outs? Did they really? No. He just... What happened here? Whatever. He lost to Colin Kelly. That's rough. Gaitan beats Colin Kelly. Man, Facundo really should have won that weight. Or won that Colin Kelly match, and then probably beats Gaitan. And then gets smashed against Wask.
On the backside?
Yeah.
You never know.
I guess that's really where he should have not lost, which was the front side against Mantanona. But Mantanona, dude, Michigan locked in for the postseason. Props to them, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did they outperform their seeds? Would you say?
Expectations?
Well, so they had 4 A's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5?
They had 5. McNeil, Catchbone, Mantanona, Gadali.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty dang good, dude. They had 6 qualifiers. Diego Sotelo was their other qualifier, and they had 5 All-Americans.
Wow.
And they
That's
took,
nice.
Drum roll, please. They took 7th place.
7th place. Man, that's insane. The level.
5 placers, 6 qualifiers, 7th place. Dude, yeah.
It's crazy.
That would have been a team in 2022 or 2023. That's a team that takes 2nd place.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it's a trophy team for sure. I can think of in 2018. That gets you more than a trophy in 2018. Maybe even probably some other years too.
It doesn't get you 2nd place. I think Cornell took 2nd with 70-something points, and they scored 66. So they're probably a trophy team.
The team situation's crazy and probably foreboding, ominous.
I'm mixed. I'm mixed on it because like
I'm mixed too.
Well, there was a stat like some certain. I think it was like a certain number of teams had half of the AAs, and it was a small number. And but also 31 teams had at least one All-American. And so I think it's a situation where you're seeing a condensing of the talent at the top. So you're having like 8 teams that are really, really, really good, and then you see just a barren wasteland of a middle class of teams. And then you have the lower class where it's like, man, we're really fighting to put together one All-American. Like, we hang on that. Rather than seeing teams that are like, we're a top 10 team and we have 4 All-Americans. You just don't really see that anymore. So,
yeah. How many All-Americans did Stanford have? 4?
Provo, 5? Knox, Valencia. Is that it?
Surely they had. Is that it? That got them 6th place? They're pretty good.
Somehow that got them 6th. Well, because they had Concilio. I don't really know if he scored much. Parco scored a lot. Cardenas scored a lot. Oh, Posada. Posada most surely placed. Right? Hello, Angelo? Where are you? Yeah, he took 6th. Okay.
Oh, okay.
4 All-Americans.
4 A's. 6th place finish for Chris Ayers. That dude knows what he's doing. You're not a Chris Ayers fan.
Riding off the recruitment of Rob Cole when he was there for
whatever, dude.
Or whatever.
I'm impressed.
Provo and Cardenas were recruited by Rob. I'm pretty sure. I don't know about the rest.
And you know what? Provo is developed. He's been clearly developed further, much further.
100%. Definitely.
And
Chris Ayers showed at Princeton.
Yeah, exactly. He did it at Princeton. Yeah. He's doing it at Stanford. I like that. That dude, I like that guy.
I will put my rage aside.
He's not Princeton anymore. You can like him.
It's complicated. I need to figure it out.
He seems like a chill guy.
I don't know how to feel. Yeah. I don't know. 184. The weight of weights. Not really. But Max McAnally, boom, gets the job done, gets the takedown on Rocco Welsh, staves off that last push from Rocco, and wins a national title, collapsing Michael Kemmer's knee in the process and possibly tearing all of the ligaments in it. I don't know. Remains to be seen.
No, that's what had to happen for him to win, and so be it.
It's a necessary sacrifice.
Yep.
Angelo Ferrari, I am right. I'm still right about what I said. Angelo Ferrari gave up no takedowns this year. 0 takedowns. However, he took 6th place. Whoops. So
two serious injuries, though, apparently.
Between the brothers or for both on Angelo?
Just Angelo. That's what his brother said.
What AJ said that?
Yeah. And
then whatever.
They were being interviewed side by side. AJ was like, I got this little tweak in my knee, and what this guy's going through is so much worse, so much bigger, and he still found a way to take 6th place and was right there to make the finals. And if he had been healthy, he would have ran away with it. Yada yada yada.
I'm taking that with a grain of salt. It's coming from AJ Ferrari.
You don't think he was hurt critically? Seriously?
I mean, I don't know if there was something with the ankle, but we saw the KT tape on his shoulders. I mean, either he's really trying to portray that he's hurt, or he is hurt. I would lean towards the latter. He's wrestling for Iowa, so
he's not portraying that he's hurt.
Right. I think it would be like if that's the case, then like I've lost all faith. So I don't think it's the case.
He sat in the same spot the whole finals, which is more than you can say about his brother, who had to just wander around the floor finals and just.
If you weren't there, if you were watching on the TV, I don't know if you could see it. AJ Ferrari and Ladarian Lockett were in like a contest to see who could get closer to the stage while cheering on their guy at 157. And security comes by, you guys need to back up. You can't be here. And then 30 seconds later, they're scooting their way right back up to the stage. And AJ Ferrari's walking all about the arena. And like sometimes he's walking normally, sometimes he's cheering his guys on, bouncing around, and then sometimes he's with Coach Manning and he's hobbling. He's got a problematic knee. So just
this is the one.
Yes. I think
maybe like this.
Yeah.
Goofball.
I think the only thing I would have done is I would have put my arms just a little bit more wider.
Yeah,
to like
those shoulders
accurately
a little
reflect
more wider.
it, but like that was pretty spot on. Other than that, so yeah. So Angelo medically forfeits to 6th. Aiden Sinclair takes 3rd. Caleb Campos takes 4th. Zach Ryder is at 8th. Brock Mantanona is at 5th. And Eddie Nietenbach is at 7th. So not bad. Zach Ryder, my bad. I think I said that in the wrong order. Tragic finish to the season and his career for Silas Allred, shattering his leg in the quarterfinals against Rocco Welsh.
Shredded.
Yeah, that sucked. But it gave Zach Ryder placement. He ends up placing. Cool for him because he fought off a serious injury with his shoulder. Probably. I guess if I'm being skeptical about Angelo's, I should be skeptical about everybody's. But I mean, no, they're both probably injured because most people are injured at this point in the season. Yeah. Interesting weight class. Aiden Sinclair, man.
What a beast.
He's got to be like, he's got to have he has the highest ceiling out of this entire weight.
Think so? Yeah, you're probably right.
I really think so.
It's insane to me.
He wrestled last night.
It blows my mind how this guy in high school was like known as like a defensive wrestler. You know, a lot of go behinds and whatever. And now he's like, I mean, he's pretty much the most offensive guy at the weight, other than maybe McAnally. But it feels like, I mean, he definitely has more ways to score. I think it speaks less to even his development and more to the fact that we're just at a point right now in college wrestling where it's just like guys are just scared, man. Scared to attack.
Defense is king. Yeah.
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 Welsh, I mean, that's a guy who got by the skin of his teeth, got through a lot of his close matches. And you know what?
Yeah.
It came to bite him. And I was not sad.
No.
The right guy won, in my opinion. I love that attack. McAnally should use that attack a little more. I don't know.
It's the same thing. I think it's the same one he used at Worlds. It's pretty good.
Well, was it?
Dang good.
I thought the Worlds one was more like a straight on, like, that was more of like a pick. The Worlds one was like maybe just a shot, right? Wasn't it like a head inside, like...
Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know.
And this one was like, boom, he just would dart in and kind of come up like a high C, kind of. I don't know. It was nice.
I think, yeah, I don't know.
Same takedown he did against Carter. To take Carter down.
Okay.
Look at this.
Yeah. I mean, that's great. I'm happy for you.
You're happy that a ladybug is on my apple?
Oh, that's a ladybug? I thought it was a seed.
No, it's a ladybug.
Okay. Well.
Boom.
That's not making it any better. It still just looks like a seed to me, dude. Stop it.
Look at that. That's a ladybug.
Quit showing me your apple that you've been eating. Stop. Put it away. Put it away.
Such a bitch.
Dude, tough finish for Dylan Fishback. Going, I think, 1-2 at NCAAs. James Conway. Dude, who did he lose to on the front side? Oh, Saldano. And then on the backside, in the blood round, who does he run into? Aiden Sinclair. That one sucks.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he really could have. He really was All-American level guy.
Was he a senior?
Yeah, I think so.
Tough.
Maybe not. Hang on. I remember earlier this year, I was looking at all the rankings, and there was a James Conway and a Jay Conway. One wrestled for Missouri. It's a 57-pounder, I think.
Yeah, that's Jimmy. Right?
Nope. Also a James. Nope. James Conway was a senior. Rylan Rogers, I think he's back again next year. Blood round finisher. Could be solid for Lehigh. And Caleb Campos, he's got one more year, and he says that he will be sticking at American. I'm sure plenty of people were giving him some phone calls. Who was I going to mention? Shoot, it's gone, Reese. Okay. Well, then that's this weight. Let's move on. We're running long here. 197, Josh Barr. Done. Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Weird weight. Super weird weight. Colton Hawks. Completely and totally bizarre. Made the quarters.
Sonny Sasso, what the heck, man?
Sonny Sasso had a tough one. Tough outing.
Yeah. Joey Novak, solid for Wyoming. Cody Merrill could be the answer to Josh Barr in the coming years. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. If it is somebody.
Cody Merrill? I think that dude, he'll probably start picking up more bonus points. You know, this freshman year felt like one where he's going to have a lot of close matches, and now from here on out he'll probably start separating himself a little more.
Definitely could. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't even realize Branson John lost round 1 to Dean Bechtold, and then beats Schaefer from Kent State, beats Rocky Elam 11-4. Dude, poor Rocky. Beats Max Stout 4-1, and then Colton Hawks 5-1 in tiebreakers to place.
Yeah.
Pretty ridiculous.
Cool. Rocky had his AAs, back in the Obama administration.
Yeah, it's good it's just Rocky. You had a career.
Yeah.
Time to move on.
Sorry.
Feel good story of probably the whole tournament is Gabe Arnold, which, gosh darn it, Reese, Christian Powles was right. He was the 97-pounder Iowa needed all along. But I don't like the way it happened.
7th place.
I don't like it at all. Huh?
7th place.
7th place. Dude.
Amazing.
Gabe Saulers. Come on, man. You can win that match.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everything's okay. If he's going to lose to somebody, I'm glad he lost to Gabe Arnold. And then I'm glad Gabe didn't lose to Remy Cotton. Man, I would have, oh my goodness. Rutgers, eight qualifiers, no All-Americans.
Rutgers.
No places.
Scott Goodell, probably time to boot him.
Hang it up. Hang it up, Scotty.
Yep.
That's kind of all I have to say about this weight. Stephen Little, good 3rd place finish for Little Rock. Awesome to see for that program. I think he's got one more year, so maybe he can let it ride for one last year. Okay. Heavyweight. Isaac Trumbull, 5-0. Controlled final win over Younger Bastida. Also beat Tegodali 4-1 in the semis. I heard that this was controversial. I didn't see it, which is weird. How did I not see it?
Too, yeah.
Oh, we left.
We left.
Why did we leave?
Because it was late.
Was it late? It was late.
Yeah.
We left. It was
late. We left. It was late.
Yeah. And on that, Yeah, this way was so-so. AJ Ferrari got bodied in the semis, took the slide, got just destroyed, made some accusations against Younger, rescinded those accusations, and now they're going to fight each other at Real American Freestyle.
Fate.
Yeah. Your champion, Christian Carroll, placed. He got stalled out against David Zuba. Oh my goodness.
That's what happened? I was wondering what happened.
Dude, he got stalled out with 30 seconds left in the second period.
Wow.
It went his leg must not have worked by then, or whatever was like significantly hindering him.
Yeah.
Suba must have just driven him out. He must have Colton Schultz the crap out of him, and that was it.
Right. Weird.
Yeah. Godala takes third. Doucette takes fourth.
Yeah. I said he plays, so a lot of knees, Ben Keeter, a lot of banged up knees, man. This way.
Yep. Ben Keeter takes fifth, goes in for some surgery last week, and his heart stops during the surgery. But
that's crazy. But dude, on another note, why were you telling me that this dude was done?
Because that's what I heard last year. Unless, you know what? Time for me to own up to my mistake. Maybe I'm wrong.
He's back.
But I could have sworn Ben Keeter returned to football. I could have sworn that he said a phenomenal multi-sport athlete with Keeter committed to play football and wrestle. Keeter was a member of the football team in 2023, but has wrestled since then. He told reporters last October on Iowa Wrestling Media Day that he planned to return to Iowa football program in 2026. But I suppose that plans have changed. Ben Keeter provides update on plans with Iowa Wrestling, Hawkeye football. Plans to return in 2026, but before returning to the gridiron, he's focused on his redshirt sophomore season after undergoing surgery. During his first year. I don't know. This is what I read. He had hip surgery in 2025. Wanted to give it one last ride this year. Got fifth place, and then he was going to go back to football in 2026, which is this year. But I guess that plan has changed. I guess. I don't know.
It's changed.
I don't know, dude.
Wyoming had a record 3 All-Americans.
Yes. 84-97 heavyweight. Boom, boom, boom.
Pretty cool.
Good for them.
Mark Branch
is good. Penn State breaks a team record once more with 181.5 points. They can't keep getting away with this.
They could be better.
They might for one more year. And then maybe another year. I don't know.
Maybe yeah.
Oklahoma State takes second place. David Taylor is starting to realize his full potential with 131 points. Nebraska in third place with 105. Dude, tell you what, if Angelo Ferrari wrestled on that backside and took third place, Iowa might have beaten Nebraska.
Really?
8 points?
Yeah. Well, if AJ would have
8
wrestled
points?
too, though.
Would AJ have wrestled if Angelo wrestled?
I said, if AJ, yeah, exactly. AJ could have wrestled too.
You think AJ and Angelo were like, let's just call it good. It's a wash.
It's a wash.
Maybe.
Wash your hands of it.
Ohio State had a chance to take that fourth place trophy from Iowa, but just kind of didn't realize it.
They peaked
Stanford
at the wrong
6th,
times.
Michigan at 7th, Iowa State at 8th, even with a not super impressive tournament. With Elam falling apart, Frost not placing, even still, 8th, not bad.
Not bad.
Minnesota at 9th, NC State at 10th, Virginia Tech at 11th, and so on and so forth. The top 12 teams, which includes Wyoming at 12th, are automatically invited to the National Duels Invitational. Right. And we know that Penn State will not accept it, or we assume. Which means Arizona State will take that 12th spot, I believe. Or that spot gets thrown back into the lottery. I don't know. And then they'd give 13th through 24th, I believe, lottery for the last 4 spots, plus 2 extra little filler spots, of which Indiana is back in the running for. So let's see if we can get our Hoosiers out to the national duels. What's up?
Crookham. Is he going to Virginia Tech? Is that happening?
Ryan said that, but I think he was just positing a potential lineup. I have no idea. I don't have any leads on where Ryan Crookham is going. I am hearing word about people that we should expect. Yes.
Oh my word!
He did redshirt
4 years.
Freshman year, where he took third. Medical redshirt last year. Medical redshirt this year.
He's medical redshirted the last 2 years.
Yeah, dude. Think about it.
He's a sophomore still.
Yeah. Bruh. So you got 3 more years. He's gonna be a 7-year wrestler.
So you have unlimited medical redshirts, or you get 2?
You have 2. You have 2 at most. I think they have to be back to back.
Is that new?
I'm pretty sure. No, I don't think so.
Like within the last 10 years?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not that well versed in the. I don't know.
That's wild. Good for him, I guess, if he wants to keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Or maybe he'll go somewhere where they'll figure out how to not.
Where they tell him, hey, dude, when you're wrestling at the Bloomsbury Open, don't sacrifice your knee to not give up a takedown to a kid who wrestles for Pitt Johnstown or whatever happened. I don't know. But, like.
Figure it out.
We'll see. Figure it out. Or we're just not going to wrestle you until the postseason. And then you can sacrifice life and limb for every match.
Yeah.
Okay. We just crossed an hour and a half. Very fun recap of NCAAs. Closing thoughts, Reese.
My closing thoughts are I'm excited for next year. I think next year probably will be the first time in a long time we can have a real conversation about team race.
First place. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible. But if I could put money down right now, I would put a good amount of money on Penn State winning next year.
Same.
Yeah.
You didn't have to negate my closing thoughts, Sammy.
No, because like it really depends on what Oklahoma State is able to do from 165 to 184.
Yeah. If
they can figure that out, we got a race on our hands.
We got a ball game.
Yep. Real American Freestyle
are Duke sucks. Duke lost.
Duke the basketball team.
After leading
not
that
PJ
whole
Duke
game. Yeah, not PJ Duke. Duke the basketball team.
And not Duke wrestling, even though they're rough. Yeah. Real American Freestyle had an event last year. I recapped that. There's no need for us to talk about it. Real American Freestyle will have another event on April 18th, and then on April 22nd, we see the U.S. Open. So freestyle action is right there. So gear up, Reese. Job's not finished.
Yeah. Well, who?
You.
For what?
The U.S. Open. For the U.S. Open.
We're previewing that right now?
No. All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.